Amazon Sidewalk launched on June 8th, and it's got the internet, whether you're into sharing it or not, all in a tizzy. We're going to break down what Sidewalk is, the 4 main things you need to know about it, and let you know how to turn it off. If you like getting updates like this one, be sure to subscribe to our channel and follow us on social. We've also got a complete guide to everything you ever wanted to know about Amazon Alexa and its Echo devices on Safewise.com. We've linked it for you in the description box below. In the simplest of terms, Amazon Sidewalk is the latest Amazon Echo freebie. But unlike services like Guard and Care, we got videos on those too, this one's a little controversial. Wait, did I say a little? I mean a lot. What Sidewalk does is share a tiny fraction of your internet connection with other compatible connected devices that are nearby. And when I say nearby, I don't mean inside your house. Devices from neighbors or even people walking by can connect anonymously to your internet through your Amazon Echo or Ring device. This happens automatically and totally anonymously. That means you won't know who's connected or when. Before you disconnect your Amazon Echo or Ring camera to avoid any Sidewalk hop-ons, here are 4 things to consider before pulling the plug. If you have an Amazon Echo or certain Ring cameras, you're already using Sidewalk. Internet service providers are not happy about it. It could cost you, but right now the compatibility is pretty minimal. We'll look at each of those factors and what they mean for you, and then if you're not into Sidewalk, we'll tell you how to disable it. Surprise! If you've got an Amazon Echo device or certain Ring cameras, Sidewalk was already automatically enabled on your device when the service was launched. But the good news is you don't have to keep it that way. Sidewalk is a completely optional service, and Amazon doesn't make it too tricky to opt out. But the fact that it's an opt-out service instead of an opt-in service like Guard or Care is one of the reasons people are extra wary. Forcing the service on everyone, like a certain U2 album that some company that shall remain nameless did a while back. Anyhow, forcing the service on everyone like it's complimentary chips and salsa just isn't cool, man. People don't like having things foisted upon them. Unless, of course, it's chips and salsa. When will companies figure this out? Amazon Echo and Ring camera users aren't the only ones who dislike the idea of everyone around you being able to get a little slice of your internet pie. From a business perspective, it makes sense. Amazon is basically taking the ISP's product, that's Internet Service Provider, and using it for their own purposes, which is basically giving it away to more people for free. So it's not hard to see why this doesn't sit well. And there's a whole slew of potential legal issues that could come into play if some of the ISPs have their way. The only upside is that Amazon isn't being too generous with what it's siphoning and sharing. When devices connect using Sidewalk, speeds will be limited to 80 kilobytes per second. Data will be capped at 500 megabytes per month. So that's basically like spending 10 minutes or so scrolling through TikTok. Not huge. But even with those limits, this free service could still end up costing you. Some big ISPs think that Amazon Sidewalk violates its customers' user agreement and terms of service, and they may be willing to ding those customers if they're caught using Sidewalk. It's been floated that ISPs may flag accounts that are using Sidewalk, and that could result in either throttling or extra charges. And it's not only about the money. ISPs are also concerned about data and privacy issues, and they work to protect their customers' information, and Sidewalk potentially creates a new avenue, if you will, for all kinds of privacy breaches and violations. But some cybersecurity experts give Amazon an A for privacy policies and protections, and they feel that Sidewalk doesn't really pose any extra threats on that front. The key word there is extra. There are always vulnerabilities on the internet, and easier access to a shared network like Sidewalk seems to go against all the good practices we try to follow. But if you're already wary of Amazon's reach into your home and life, Sidewalk isn't going to make you feel any better. If you feel like you might want to give Sidewalk a try, the good news is that its reach is fairly minimal right now. The only companies out there with devices that can connect using Sidewalk are Tile, Carebands, and Level smart locks. The most common product on there is probably Tile Trackers, one of my favorites. The way that Sidewalk works with Tile is it basically acts like a Wi-Fi extender for your Tile tracker. So if you have a Tile in your wallet and you head out to walk the dog, the Tile could hop onto Sidewalk if it's available from your neighbors, Echo, or Ring devices. So what this means is, let's say your significant other keeps tabs on your Tile, they'd be able to track your walk much more closely or for longer than usual. And no question that there are pros and cons to that whole scenario. But again, if you're already cool with being tracked, you might be more comfortable giving Sidewalk a try before deciding it's a no-go. If you ultimately decide that Sidewalk isn't for you, here's how to opt out. Open the Amazon Alexa app, go to Settings, select Amazon Sidewalk, and move that slider to Disable. If you have a Ring device, you'll open the Ring app, go to the Control Center, select Amazon Sidewalk, move that slider over to Disabled, and then tap Confirm. Whether you decide to give Amazon Sidewalk a try or are already reaching for your app to disable it, it's important to know what this service is and how it can impact your life. You can learn more about Amazon Echo, its free services, and all its connectable possibilities when you check out our Ultimate Guide to Alexa and the Amazon Echo family, linked right below. It's on safewise.com. And to stay up to date on news like Sidewalk, like this video and subscribe to this channel. Until we see you again, stay safe.